everybody, today's video is going to be another one of my brand collection videos. So I did one of these not too long ago with Urban Decay. I'll go ahead and link it below in case you're interested in seeing that. And I got a lot of really positive feedback, and a lot of people were like, this is awesome, we'd love for you to start a series on it and see kind of your collection by brand. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over everything and kind of give you a short and sweet mini review. And that's pretty much it. So let's just go ahead and start. Last time, like I said, was Urban Decay, which is obviously a high-end brand. So I thought it would be fun to flip-flop between high-end and drugstore. So today's video is going to be Covergirl, which it's funny because when you collect everything you own in a certain brand, I don't know, I thought I had more Covergirl than I do. To some people, this might be a lot of Covergirl. So we'll just see. So the first thing I have is the Covergirl Advanced Radiance foundation in 110 Classic Ivory. Well, throw it on the ground. I don't love this. It's really powdery on my skin. I have done a full review of it, so I'll go ahead and link that below in case you're interested in seeing it. It's not a terrible foundation. I love the packaging. This is my favorite kind of packaging, where it's got a pump and it pushes the product up from the bottom. And I have gotten some good use out of it. It's just, it looks like foundation on my skin, so I don't love it. And then I also have the Covergirl Clean Sensitive Skin Foundation. This one also just kind of ends up looking kind of thick on my skin. I don't know. Honestly, I haven't found a drugstore foundation that I'm obsessed with, so if you have one, let me know what it is. I have tried the Covergirl 3-in-1. I actually just used that up in a project pan. I'll link that whole playlist down below in case you want to see that. And I don't like that at all. The Stay Fabulous, that is super popular. I did love the TruBlend. I've used that up before too, so maybe that one. But these two aren't the best to me. And this one is worth $8.69, and this one is worth $6.99. I'm not sure if you can still buy this or not. Next, I have the Covergirl Fix Stick. This is in the shade L1234. It is worth $7.49. I don't have prices for all of these items, but what I do, I'll let you know. This is weird. It's like obviously it's a stick foundation or stick concealer, and it's really thick, but it doesn't give a lot of coverage. I've been using it this month, so I have been getting a lot of use out of it. Like I said, the TruBlend foundation I really enjoy, but the concealer I don't think has enough coverage for me. So, because I mean, in my opinion, if you're going to use a concealer, it might as well be really high coverage, right? So that's that. And then let's go on to eyeshadows. I have a few eyeshadow bases. I have these Smoky Shadow Blasts, and I have them in two separate colors, even though the colors look the exact same. Oh, I don't see the names. But these are the two colors I have. These are really bad about falling out of the container, which is super annoying. So this is the first duo. It's got like a light pink and a burgundy. And the second duo has like a slightly purpley shade and then like a reddy brown. So you can see, I mean, they are separate. They just look the same in the packaging. So that's one and that's one. So the goal is the lighter shade you're supposed to be able to just swipe all over your lids and then put these in the outer corner increase and just go home or go about your day. They're worth $7.48 a piece. These are not very good. If you do that and don't set it, then they're gonna crease and become a hot mess. And I don't experience a ton of creasing, so if they do that on me, I feel like they'll do it on almost anybody. So people want to play. So they're not very good. I don't recommend them at all. But I do love, and I have done a full review of these as well, the Covergirl Bombshell Shineshadows. They don't make these anymore, but you can find them pretty readily at Big Lots. And maybe other places. I've just seen it a lot of Big Lots. I have the shade Ooh La Lilac and Copper Fling. So they're like a cream. And so you can see that. And then they just blend out. And they're super pigmented. They don't crease on me. They're great as bases. They're super metallic. I really like them. And this is the shade Copper Fling. They were $7.99 when they first came out. And like I said, You cannot buy them like at Target or Ulta or anything anymore, but you will be able to get them at Big Lots. So there they are. They're super pretty. A little bit goes a really long way. And they're really thin, which I think makes them really nice bases because, you know, if you have a really thick base and then you're adding shadow, I feel like you're more likely to crease. So those are that. And then I have 2 powder shadows. I've done a full review of these as well. So anything that I reviewed will be linked below. These are just their single shadows. A lot of people don't like these, but I think they're really good for a drugstore. So this is the shade Brown Smolder. And this is the shade Silver Lilac. I think they're really nice. I don't know how much they retail for. I haven't gotten to the rest of these items as far as pricing them. And I do like to use the sponge tip applicator that comes with them for these products. But in my opinion, they last really nicely and they're really well performing eyeshadows, especially from the drugstore. And they have quite a few shades. I just have these 2. And then we have the CoverGirl Liquiline Blast Eyeliners. These are $6.19 and these are awesome. They are really pigmented and creamy. That's one swipe. So I highly recommend these if you're looking for a liner from the drugstore. I do, as I've said many times, prefer the Rimmel Scandalize. I think that's just super awesome, and they're only $3.99, so it's a little bit cheaper. But these are also really great, and they do stay in my waterline all day, so big fan. I only have the brown shade of that. Alright, now we're going to go on to lips, and I have a bunch. So, I have 6 of their Colorlicious lipsticks. Here they all are. I got these when I first started YouTube. So I'm just going to 400 Temptress, which this one's really creamy. Entwined 340, which is my favorite. I do wear this one a lot, and I always get compliments when I wear it. I also like Eternal number 350. And these are all cream formulas. Then we get to the ones I don't like. I got these because they were on sale, like I said, when I first started YouTube. We have 220 Hypnotic, which is actually probably pretty trendy right now. I haven't put that one out in a while. But that one's got like a little bit of a sheen to it. And then we have 2 that have glitter in them. We have Temptation, which is just a true orange. And then I bought another orange that's almost the exact same in 215 Impassion. This one is slightly darker, but they're very similar. I used to wear those a lot on game day. In case you didn't know, I went to the University of Florida. Our colors are orange and blue, so I wear orange lipstick. So in general, these are nice. As you can see, they have a lot of pigmentation. I really like these shades. These are okay, but they can be really drying after a little while. So they're not my all-time favorite, but they're okay. But I think there are better lipsticks in the drugstore probably. Then we have this like little lip duo set, and I don't even know what it's called, but they're like supposed to stay all day. So you put on your color. This one is in the shade 570. I don't know the name of it. Just like kind of a deep nude. And so you put that on and it dries down, and then you have your clear balm to go over it. This is super drying and not, I don't think it's that pretty. When you put the balm over it, it makes it patchy. Not the biggest fan of this either. Then we have the CoverGirl Jumbo Gloss Balm in the shade 217, which again, I don't know the actual like color name. It's not very pigmented. And it also just, I don't know. It doesn't do that much for me, and so I don't ever really grab it, honestly. So I don't think it's a terrible product. I know a lot of people really loved these, but to me it was just like kind of drying, not the best, not really anything to write home about. Then we have this. This is the CoverGirl Blast Flip Stick. They do not make these anymore either. So you have your one shade, and this is, what color is this? This is in Perky Entertainment, 825. So you have your deeper shade that's supposed to go all over the lips. It's not a lot of nice pigmentation. That's pretty. It's a little bit dry. It's a little kind of tugging on your lips, but it's nice. And then you have another shade that is frosty as all get out that you're supposed to use as your center, like, lip topper. Like, if I was doing a 90s look, I would rock that. It's not terrible. It is really gritty. At least this one, it's super gritty. But it's just a little much. And when you start just trying to use this in this color in the center, then you get this other color on it. So it's a good idea in theory, but I don't think it's really the best. And then last but not least, we have Covergirl Smoochies. These are their tinted lip balms. I was kind of obsessed with tinted lip balms when I first started. And so I got these. This is the shade 250, hashtag too cute. You can see you definitely don't get a ton of color payoff. And then I also have the red one in 225, hashtag tweet me. This one has more use. But you can see there's just barely any. They get really thick on your lips, and the applicator itself, like the bullet, is really thick. And I think I have decent lips, not like huge lips, but also not tiny lips. And to me, when I would try to apply this, I would end up smearing it all over the place. So, not the best. So yeah, I don't love these either. So that's everything I own from CoverGirl, and after doing this video and kind of, like I said, giving y'all mini reviews of everything, I don't like most of these things. I'm not trying to be negative or like bash CoverGirl by any means, but I'm also not going to lie to y'all and tell you I like things if I don't. That's just my opinion. I don't, apparently a lot of these products haven't worked for me. Now, if you have a product from CoverGirl that you love, go ahead and let me know, and I would love to hear your recommendations. And also, if you have another brand that you'd like to see me do, go ahead and leave that below, and I'll make sure I do that. So I think this is a fun series, just to kind of, you know, I'm going to be honest, it's a really easy video for me to make, because I can just pull it all out and let you know what I thought. It gives y'all a lot of good information as well, so hopefully it's mutually beneficial. If you have any other questions, requests, suggestions, comments, any of that, go ahead and link it below, because if you don't know, talking to y'all is one of my favorite things. And with that, I'll see y'all real soon. Bye.